Please give it up for Jackpot!
We are Jackpot. Sorry, we're fine. To get us started, we just need a number between 1 and 6.
5.
You do math really quickly.
And now we need a question that you would like to pose to our very own Katie. Any question at all. Like a real life question.
Was there someone you couldn't stand in junior high or high school, and what's the reason?
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Of course there were people I couldn't stand in junior high and high school. Actually, it's kind of funny. Looking back on it, I can't stand myself then, now.
So
like
it was
thinking
you.
about thinking about it, I'm like, oh god, I was so obnoxious.
What was your like affectation or like thing you did that now makes you cringe the most?
What's your biggest flaw?
No, not now, but what was your biggest flaw?
I would eat really gross. like I would
On purpose?
no, like my sister's pet peeve about me is that when I'm done eating, I'll take like a paper napkin and just like put it on the plate, which apparently is like, you don't do that. I didn't know this, and I still
I do that.
Oh, you're the worst!
I'm the worst. No, but like, yeah. So like, I was told that it was super gross for like ketchup to touch a napkin on the plate afterwards, or that was like rude to if you were out to eat. That would be like rude to it. I don't know. I guess I have very critical people in my life. And
I mean, that's kind of nice, but if a ketchupy napkin is the worst thing that happens to your server that day, like,
that's true too. And like
Touch the
flip the
paper
table
napkin and throw it
over.
out. Yeah.
So
See.
this doesn't sound cringeworthy. Like, what did you said like when I think back to myself?
Well, I mean, when I think about the stuff that I didn't like about
We
myself,
want to like
then,
really deconstruct your sense of self here.
well, it probably doesn't make for great improv material either. To be like, oh wow, I was kind of an asshole in the past.
No, drill into that.
Drill
Yeah,
into
yeah.
that.
dig deep.
I wasn't a super good listener. I would speak kind of competitively, so if someone was speaking, I would try to cut them off and say my thing first. Or if someone was telling me a story, and I still do this.
All traits of a great improviser.
Ugh, I know, right? Or if someone's starting a story, I'll be like, wait, did this happen? And they're like, no, just let me finish. I'm like, sorry, but I really want to guess what happens next. And that's something
Were you one of
annoying.
those people that would always have to like trump somebody's story? Like if somebody was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
oh, I went
I
and
did
did this
that
thing, you're like,
too.
oh, I've done that too, but I've done it better.
So I'm trying to be better about
Well,
those
let's
things.
get away. Let's go from
Sure.
you for a second.
Who else annoyed me?
Who would you say? And let's open this up to the scope of all school. Who was like your nemesis?
Full name.
No.
And look directly into the camera.
Okay.
know the
Her name was Sister Janet.
What a weird first name.
Her,
So you were in a cult.
I was in a Catholic high
Catholic
school.
Yeah.
I went to Catholic schools my whole life.
All right.
And Sister Janet was my chemistry teacher in high school.
Uh-huh.
And not only was she the meanest nun I ever met, but she was the meanest person I have ever met.
Okay.
I called her Sister Satan once to her face.
Oh no.
On complete accident. Like, we were all of our friends.
I meant
were
to
just
say
used-
Santa.
No, like, because we just referred to her as Sister Satan outside of class because we all hated her. And so this one day in class, I think we were having a test or something. We all had to leave our backpacks in the back of the classroom. I don't know why, but we had to take out as much paper as we needed for this test. And so I was asking, how much paper do you think we'll need for this test, Sister Satan? And like, I didn't hear it, but she did. And everybody else did.
So how'd that work
And
out
I
for you?
let myself out. I was like, oh, fuck, I am sorry. And I just left. And I just went straight to the principal's office. I was like, I figured you'd want to see me after that.
It's like a Pavlovian response.
One might say that your chemistry teacher was the catalyst for your poor behavior.
One might say that.
Myself.
If one was a big
Bye.
But yeah, I think I literally said, I'll see
Fair
myself
enough.
out.
enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
That seems like a lot.
So glad
Katie,
we
push
talked
it.
about this.
I'm so sorry that the service of this restaurant is not up to your standards. I wanted to go to a fancy restaurant, and I know that you're used to paper plates, but for God's sakes, it's a nice restaurant.
Tink, tink, tink,
That's what, yes.
China. Don't
Believe
like
it or
the
not.
country.
Oh, God. Believe it or not, normal people go to restaurants where they have plates made of material that's not paper.
Liar. Don't try to make this right.
I'm trying to make us right, you animal. I'm trying to shove a spark up your ass, you ungrateful bitch of a husband. Forgive my language. I didn't want to swear in a place that had cloth napkins.
Gladys. First time you've ever spoken to me like that.
Yeah, well, you know, it's been boiling for a while. I didn't want to pop here. I didn't want to pop in a nice restaurant.
No, pop more.
I can't pop in a nice restaurant.
Gladys, pop it.
Well, why did you bring toe clippers? It's a nice restaurant. You don't need to bring toe clippers to a nice restaurant, you heathen. Oh, don't you dare get turned on by me now. I can't.
I've decided what your confirmation name is going to be.
Okay, I mean, I had a couple ideas too. Go ahead.
Well, I'm your confirmation sponsor.
I'm aware.
I
I
just want
chose
to weigh in.
I chose you very specifically because I really enjoy our relationship, but I feel like it could be better, a little less surface, a little deeper. And so I thought, what better way than to make you stand next to me during some pageantry?
Lucifer is the name I have chosen for you.
I mean, I was gonna be like, you know, like subversive and go like Michael. But yours is okay too. He was an angel.
Who fell hard.
Sure. What? That felt pointed.
Good.
I guess, you know, he's the hero in his story, and the things that he has done are the things that he thinks are better for humanity and people and their relationships, and maybe his interventions cause people to grow together.
Look, I know I'm hard on you, but yeah, it's because I want you to be better than me and, well, all the other people I sponsored to confirm. I've sponsored a lot of confirmadons and
Auntie, sister, I'm really glad that you took me on. I know that, you know, things have... I'm sorry, I've said something and I'm sorry.
Well,
I am very...
I find it very endearing that as mean as I am to you, you still show me a debt of gratitude and you still have a lot of respect for me. And, well, I like that about you. I'm really unhappy.
I know! I can tell!
Just in my life, you know?
Yeah, you've made some choices that, again, maybe you thought were the right ones for you at the time, but they've caused traumatic falling to hell. I'm making a Lucifer connection to you in your life and just trying, you know, maybe you're a little bit more like me. Calling Michael Williams.
I swear to God, if I hear you turning your pages a half second faster than me, again, we're just enjoying a night in together, Peter. You read it own pace, whatever that pace is. If it's faster, that's fine. But not. I'm not looking at my page right now, so
I am. I know, fine, let's have
Okay.
a nice, relaxing.
We're just gonna read.
Yeah, we're just gonna read. We're just gonna read.
I can feel you watching me. I can feel it.
It's this, Edna, this is not a competition.
Okay.
We're having a nice, we get the fire going, and we're just gonna, we're unplugging tonight, and we're going, we're reading books. So let's just,
Okay.
yeah. How's your page? Almost done?
I am actually. I'm close, but it's hard. It's hard to read when someone's talking.
Because I'm getting towards the bottom of mine, and oh, too fast.
Too fast. You're saying it out loud. You're making this really
No,
obvious.
I'm reading the line in the
No,
book.
I can't even read right now. You know, I'm just
Edna!
gonna add some more wood to the, I'm gonna add some more wood to the fire. I'm just gonna do something else, okay?
Please, I can take. See, no need to put wood in the fire. I did it already. Edna, come on.
What do you want from this? Do you want to sit in all the chairs? I don't understand what the end game is for you, Peter.
You know, maybe it's just I like spending time with you, and I want you to know that anything you need, I could be there to do at the ready and just a little bit faster.
But there's some things you can't do for me. You cannot sit for me. I have to bend my legs to sit.
Come on. I mean, clearly doing it better.
I don't know how you would quantify that. What makes your sitting better than my sitting, Peter?
You could feel the way my ass feels in this chair, you'd know.
Okay. When we're drinking orange juice, why is your technique better than mine?
Well, I mean, I like to swirl it a little bit before I get the juice into my mouth, and it gets the pulp to kind of just make a nice little cyclone, just shoots it down the back of my throat.
This is an insane thing that you're describing. This whole life you've built for yourself. How often do you think about ways to compete with me, Peter?
Well, remember how I interrupted you during our wedding vows?
That was the start of it?
Well, I mean, I felt like that was the moment where I really cemented the idea. Dating was just more of me just kind of getting the pace going and, opening the car door for you.
You were
before you got
sizing
there.
up the opposition on our dates?
Well, isn't that what a relationship's all about? It's a competition to see which one's the better partner.
No, it's you be the better partner by paying attention.
Pay attention to it.
Don't you finish
my
my goddamn
sentences! Hey, there it is.
Okay, class. I know the reputation you all have as troublemakers. And to be honest with you, being the substitute, I am.
Got your nose.
No, you don't.
Yeah, he's got it.
Deep
way.
All I know is no matter what you do, you're not going to get the upper hand. I will not kick you out of class.
Somebody
No
farted.
matter how disruptive you are.
Oh, oops, fire.
Shouldn't have worn sweatpants.
No.
Allow me to discuss the basic outline of a persuasive argument essay.
Teacher,
Yes,
can I go to the bathroom?
I will allow you to go to the bathroom because I'm giving you permission to leave. To come back later after you've completed your business in the
I have a
bathroom.
question.
So yes, but I'm not kicking you out.
I'm raising my hand like a good student.
Yes, hello.
Okay. I forgot my question.
Oh, that's all right.
Teacher?
Oh.
Yes,
Nope, that was a question I had earlier.
yes,
May I go to the bathroom?
yes.
Oops, my shirt fell off.
Come back.
You gonna kick me out now? Are you?
I do believe it's a bit warm in here. So no.
In all seriousness, I remember my question from earlier. In all seriousness.
What?
What time is lunch?
12:30. Now, look, I get what you're doing. I get it.
Ronnie, how's the shift coming along?
It's a beautifully crafted shift. I know that you guys have a competition of who can get kicked out the most with a substitute. And I'm not going to play the game. Honey, I appreciate your friskiness.
Yeah.
It's nice to see you finally being into our marriage, but can I please bury my father?
Sure.
Oh, God. Where was this you 40 years ago?
I've had an awakening.
Kids, if you're gonna do that, just let us know so I can turn my back. I don't want to watch this again.
You were never like this. And it took my father dying for you to finally open up.
I've been released. My insides are lighter. I'm freer.
Did my father have that much of a bearing on your behavior?
He was an ass.
I know, but
Your father made everyone sexually repressive. It was a thing. It was really a gift. We never fornicated after you. Just thought you should know that. So go ahead, do your thing.
Rita, you're looking good, by the way.
You too. I like the low neckline.
I just think that where we are, it's not the best place to be doing such a thing.
Hang on, I'm gonna put my boob on your shoulder.
But
You know, it's always a hard thing, you know. He was the older brother. I always thought he'd be there. Well, I'm gonna go masturbate.
I'm standing here on this street corner today to tell you that Lucifer was framed. Nobody understood him. No one understood him.
Listen, I know you have a right to speak out in public, but as the manager of this Chick-fil-A, it's very bad for business for us for you to be standing directly across the street from our drive-thru, proselytizing the work of the devil.
I'm not a prostitute.
Proselytizing.
Not a prostitute.
Never did not insinuate that you were a prostitute.
You shall not slander my good name, sir. Not a prostitute.
Listen, do you think that maybe if you could just get it out of your system and...
So, they were saying that Lucifer was framed.
Well, that was what she was yelling to the crowd. That he was framed, that he had his own agenda, and that it was a better one, but because he wasn't the dominant person at the time, that everybody kind of just slandered him, and then he got the bum rap.
Interesting.
More to the point, I was not soliciting a prostitute. I said the word prostitute.
Sir, can I interrupt you for a second? I came here on a vice charge, but we might be looking at something a lot more interesting. A cold case? A framed demigod? I mean, this could really make or break a career. Do you have any idea how I can get in contact with this person?
Well, I offered her some chicken sandwiches, and she just took off. I don't know, I'm assuming she'll be back.
I've run out of chicken sandwiches, and I've come to prostitute myself some more.
I never said prostitute. Yeah.
Johnson, sit down. You're barking up the wrong tree, Detective.
Chief, I think there's something here. I think
That case has been closed for over 2,000 years. You think we're just gonna open it up for you? The case is dead.
There's new evidence come to light. A new potential witness. Someone with information.
Some loony on the streets.
Hey, Chief. I never noticed that crucifix on your wall before.
He got to you, didn't he? The big G.O.D. You're in the big guy's pocket.
what are you talking about? This has always been upside down.
restaurant industry?
No, I
Want me to
can't
take
take
that?
these, sorry. Sorry. I know it's a shortage of chairs, and I don't know how many of these I'm gonna need.
I can
No,
take them and put them back in the.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, we have a lot of chairs.
Yeah, no, we can.
I'll take those two.
I'm getting a chair.
No, I'll take those two,
All right,
please.
I'll just get it. No,
We need some.
Chairs,
We need
Brett.
some-
Chairs!
we need some-
I'll sit down.
Yeah, you know what? Don't be a hero, okay?
I'm the hero this auditorium needs.
Sit in that chair.
You come in here and you think just because you're all rich hot shots, you can rent an auditorium and put your ass in whatever chair you want. I'm standing up for the little guy. I'm taking these chairs and
Stop. Do you think I am a rich hotshot?
I assume that was
Oh
what.
my God, you're not rich?
I thought this was a banking convention.
Well, I just love this newfound glory that
No,
I
wait a
have
minute,
right
you're
now.
not rich?
Well,
hell are you
I'm contemplating
doing here?
telling you that I'm rich. Well, I don't know. I was coming to, help out, take some
Are
chairs.
you from some small credit union? This is a banking convention.
Excuse me,
Kentucky Credit Union can really hold its own.
who's in charge of this convention?
I am.
Really?
Sure.
Well, I had this convention room auditorium booked long before you guys showed up. You just swoop
I don't
in
think
and
so. Mine
take
was
it.
booked way before
I'm
you.
not that rich, really.
Are we gonna bicker about with this, or can I was booking this room before you guys came in here, okay? And it's for my reverse banking convention, where I give money back to people.
Sir, you deserve this chair more than I do.
That's ridiculous.
If I know
No
it-
one gives shit. You're not giving them. Oh. Big,
Well,
Big fat cat banker doesn't want to give a chair away to the little guy.
My weight is not the issue.
I'm very
All I know is
confused.
that you bankers always think that you could just get in wherever you want before anyone else gets their opportunity to do so.
I'm not a banker. I broke in. I'm also.
Folks, I just need to let you know that y'all need to get out of here. This building has been scheduled for demolition for a long time. We got in here, got the permits to put a.
Now,
right
what
through-
the heck?
I'm sorry, we've had these permits on the books for months now, folks. They're all done up in triplicate.
Oh, I see how it is. Big hotshot demolition
Oh,
contractor
demo
thinks he can
guys.
come in and just blow up whatever building he wants. The little guy doesn't get to blow up his own building.
Tell you what, I'm gonna blow the whole building up before you get a chance to.
Not if I do it first.
Oh,
yeah? Well,
I
I'm
bet
gonna
I
buy
can-
throw you out of
We
here.
can get
Then
a
it's-
piece of paper.
Then it's a race.
I am so sorry, guys. I just wasn't expecting company. And, you know.
The smell of poo in here is just overwhelming.
Is it that bad?
It's so bad, Mark.
Overwhelming.
I've been living alone for a little while now. You know, you just kind of get used to it.
Do you poop in the corner of your apartment and just never clean it up? Because it smells like poop in here.
You say it like it's a bad way to do that.
Yes, it absolutely is. What the fuck is the matter
Guys,
with you?
can we get off the human feces and piles in the corners and talk about the fact there's a napkin on the plate?
With ketchup on it.
Ew.
Oh, guys, no,
What?
no. I swear to God, that's not mine.
I didn't
No,
even see
I
that.
swear to God, I would never do that. Look, the bales of old newspapers coated in urine, the feces, the dead animals. Fine, that's on me. I would never. I would
God
never.
damn it, Mark! God damn
This
it!
whole scene looks like it's out of quarters on TLC, but that is the last straw.
Guys, I don't know how to explain.
Everything in this apartment is wet. That's fine. What the fuck, Mark?
Just things have been really hard since Karen left,
There's a
okay?
human hand clawed halfway out of that wall, but it pales in comparison.
You're a pig. A disgusting monster.
I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna get rid of it, guys.
No! I will strike you down! I will strike you down with the power!
Have you no respect for people who have to clean that shit up?
I've lost respect for everybody ever since I became a Satanist.
Satan would roll over in his grave if he saw something like that.
Did you guys hear that he's actually not guilty? It was a frame job?
I heard that.
Read about it in papers.
Yeah.
What a bum.
It's a
You
shame.
know, you're worse than Satan.
You're worse than so much worse.
It's interesting.
Huh?
I was just saying this is interesting. It's buried on page 3.
What?
I was just saying that for the story on page 3. Yeah, this kid is worse than Satan. Got arrested. Oh my God.
Are you gonna read the paper out loud this entire time?
I can't, you know, I begged you.
What?
I begged you to spice things up, and you finally bring more people into the bedroom to do this? To read the newspapers, what you really want to do.
It's Sunday morning and it's the Times. What else are we gonna do?
We should all be butt naked, banging hard, and you're gonna read the newspaper.
I gotta say, I appreciate you having me over anyways. This is actually a nice break. The
You're supposed to be sandwiched in between us, covered in grease and sweat, and it's not happening.
Marmaduke. It's like he's big and he doesn't know it.
I'm going to fuck at your funeral so hard.
Because what is hell? Is hell a place? Is it a state of mind? For whom is this hell? The one who wants what they cannot have?
Amen.
The one who does not know where they are or why they're there?
Preach.
Or is it hell for all of you? Is this the hell you have been subjected to? As the new owner and operator of hell, Satan's leaving, I just wanted to let everyone know that this is what you'll be getting, and lots of it. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you New Hell.
Are you done with the art section?
Why don't you just read the
It goes
article
on
out
like this.
loud?
It goes on like this. Forever.
Hey, they're making a Black Panther 2.
I bet it's gonna be good.
I still read the classifieds because I don't know what Craigslist is.
4 semi-nude people in one wide bed, reading out loud slightly interesting news bits.
I've had an erection for 30 years.
It's hell! That's our show!